Do you want to stop killing your chances at getting rich? Well, I was in that exact same position not too long ago. There was this one book that I read called Rich Dad Poor Dad that helped me immensely with that. There was this one equation in there that changed the way I thought about work, money, and the mind. But not until recently, I watched a whole entirely different video that brought in one other step to this equation that made me think whole differently about the whole thing. But before we get to that, I want to talk about the one equation that changed my mind a couple years ago. Okay, so this is a chart that will explain the equation for us. Let's see what the equation is. The equation is, if I can delete this, all right, assets versus liabilities. Now, what's the difference is this is not an equation. What are you talking about, Paul? Well, this is not an equation that you're going to see in a high school setting or a college setting. This is an equation for like entrepreneurs or people that want to get wealthy or successful. This is the equation that everyone knows, that most people don't know. So I guess not everyone knows it. But anyways, what is the difference between an asset and a liability? Well, it's simple, but it's often mistaken. An asset is something that makes you money. Okay? An asset is something that makes you money. A liability is something of the opposite, which loses you money. Now, with those two in mind, you could probably tell which one's the better one and which one's the worst one, right? Assets make you money. Obviously, you want to make money. And liabilities loses you money. Obviously, you don't want liabilities. But with that being said, we're going to explain that there has to be a balance. You know, it can't always just be all assets and no liabilities, because the liabilities that you see is things that you use in everyday life. So again, assets make you money, liabilities lose you money. Very simple concept, but often gets confused. All right, let's move down to the examples here. So the first example that we have is about money. Assets with money and liabilities with money. So let's see some examples. So, money for assets, stocks, Bitcoin, real estate, right? Things that make you money. Liabilities with money, buying a new car, house, Starbucks, right? If you buy those lose you money. If you buy things with stocks, Bitcoin, and real estate, make you money. Pretty simple to understand there. All right, let's move on to the next one. Work, all right? This is a little bit different, but we'll see. Also gets controversial, so stay with me here. All right, so assets for work, being an owner, business owner, content creator, etc. So something that where there's no limit on you and you can keep growing, right? Obviously, liabilities right here for work, 9 to 5, W-2 employee. And I know this gets controversial because there's a lot of people that make a good money working 9 to 5. But the thing is, you hit a roof at a certain point because you can't, there's always an owner above you. And I feel like as a business owner, content creator, you just have more room to grow and you could create different asset portfolios around you. So in that case, that's why I give an asset. That's why business owner, content creator is an asset, and working 9 to 5 W-2 employee is a liability. Comment down below your opinions about that because it can get controversial. There's different takes on it. All right, so let's go to the third one, and that is mind. So an asset, obviously your mind. So let's see some examples. Books, podcasts, and this channel. So please subscribe if you're getting good information here. So books, podcasts, those are all things that give you valuable information about life. Like I said, Rich Dad Poor Dad, the laws of human nature. There's a bunch of books, bunch of podcasts that give you good information. And let's look at this other one of the liabilities. Movies, TikTok, football, right? Movies, they're just wasting your time. It's a distraction. Some movies are good, but most of them are for entertainment purposes. TikTok, same thing, entertainment purposes. And that's, just wastes time. You're scrolling. You don't remember the last 50 TikToks you went through. It's because it's just for entertainment, to take your mind off things. Football, same thing. Even though I love football a lot, I love the Cleveland Browns and Ohio State, but the thing is, It's a liability, right? I mean, you're just wasting your time, because the thing is, they're not going to come help you. If your house sets on fire, if you need some money, they're not going to give it to you. You know, you're rooting for a team. They don't even know who you are. They don't care about you. So that's why I say it's a liability, and, you know, wastes your time, you know. So these are the examples: money, work, mind, assets versus liabilities. All right, so you get this point. Now, let's talk about the thing that I just learned recently. And this is about the balancing situation too. And the last one is time. All right, so what you spend your time on is crucial, because let's be honest here. We only have 100 years max. 100 years max to live, basically. And the thing is, you're not guaranteed today, the rest of today. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. You're not guaranteed next week, next month. So if you're not guaranteed anything, and you're max 100 years minus whatever years you have on your life already, you have to establish what you're going to use your time with. You have to use your time wisely. That's the most scarce asset that we have right now. And it's kind of sad, because we use it in distraction. You know, we sit, watch TV for hours, and we work 9 to 5. But if we use our time towards assets and build up wealth, so then we can have more things to do. So it's kind of hard to think about, but you want to spend your time wisely. It's scarce, right? A thing is, though, you can't always spend your time on assets and not liabilities, because it's impossible. You need a house. You want kids. You know, those are liabilities, but you want those. You know, and that's okay, because let's be honest. You work out, you get rest days, right? There's nothing that you just go straight forward and not take like a little bit of rest. But the thing is, you don't want to be that person that eats unhealthy so much and then eats healthy here and there. You want to eat more. You want to eat healthy more than you eat unhealthy. Just like here, you want to have more assets than you have liabilities, so you keep above. I know that might be a hard little bit explaining, but that's how it is. And this is the chart that explains everything. If you comprehend this, you get to comprehend life in more of a general aspect of what you want, what you don't want, and how to balance your life. Usually I would say like an 80-20 balance, and I know it's hard, 80-20. 80-20 balance, 80% working towards your goals and 20%, you do what you want. I think that's a good thing. 75-25. I don't know. You have to find out what's best for you. But all I know is you don't want 50-50. You don't want 60-40. You want to be on the asset side, not the liability side. And that's how you change your life. All right. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys loved that demonstration, because that concept really changed my life in a great way. And this is something I didn't learn in school or college or anywhere like that. It's something that I read from a book. Like I said, that's an asset. So I hope you guys like this info. Make sure to make sure to subscribe, share with your friends, because we're just getting started here. See you next week.